Hi, my name is Jeff Skorman, and I'm just a normal old guy that practices and teaches meditation, Ayurveda, and yoga. And what we're going to do here today is have a short clip on how to meditate. And I guarantee you, if you practice this twice a day, your life will change. And it'll be a real big step towards happiness. So, first thing we want to do is we want to be comfortable, because nobody does anything that they're not comfortable doing. So as you can see, we're in my meditation room at my house, and this is a very, very comfortable chair that I'm using. And when the dogs let me use it, I use it. If not, I use another comfortable chair. So what we want to do is think of two things that everybody always says. One is you can sit still, and another is that the purpose of meditation is not to not think. Everybody thinks. People think about different things, but everybody thinks. So remember, thinking's okay, moving's okay, and you don't want to have a bunch of stressful rules, because this is something that's supposed to help you to relax, not to stress out. So what you do, first thing in the morning is the best time for the first meditation, is you sit down in this nice comfortable chair and just sit here for a moment. Look around, listen to the sounds, look at the colors in the room where you are, and then just start to focus on your body. Eyes open, eyes closed. Eyes closed is eventually the best, so we're going to close our eyes and just focus on our bodies. How you sit is up to you, but comfort is the best. Same thing with your hands. You know, I've found if I keep my hands in my lap like this, it's comfortable, and also it slows my thinking down. So we're just going to sit here for a moment or two and just relax and think about relaxing our body, almost like you're just melting into the chair. Nice and easily. And then next we're going to just focus on our breathing. In and out, in and out. Best in and out through the nose, but if that's uncomfortable, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I always keep my tongue up at the roof of my mouth, below my teeth, and it relaxes my whole face. And after you do it a while, you find yourself doing it even during the day without even thinking about it. So we're sitting here comfortably, and we're focusing on our breath, the inflow and the outflow of the breath. We don't have to try to slow it down. It'll slow down on its own if you have that intention. In and out, in and out, in and out, just relaxing as we go along. And if you want to just do this and focus on the breath, it's perfect. Actually, you're observing your breath. And then when you start thinking, because everybody does, sometimes I sit down to meditate, and within gosh knows how many minutes I'm off in New Zealand. And the funny part about it is I've never even been there. And so then I just come back to my breath, not like I've done something wrong. It's just come back to the breath and focus on the breath. And then the next thing you know it, I'm somewhere else. And then I come back and I focus on the breath. Same thing with noises. Noises are sounds, but they're just like thoughts. So when I hear a noise, rather than getting angry and saying, doesn't the world know I'm meditating? I embrace the noise and come back to the breath. So we're breathing in, we're breathing out, we're thinking thoughts and coming back to the breath. We're hearing sounds and coming back to the breath. Might feel some sensation in your body, just come back to the breath and just keep focusing on the breath as an observer to the breath and your thoughts. And now, if that's comfortable, we're going to add in a Sanskrit mantra. So-hum. S-O, first word, H-U-M, second word. So then when we breathe in, and I'm going to be saying this out loud, but we do it silently. We breathe in, we go so, and hold it for a moment. And as we exhale, we think hum and exhale for a moment. And remember, there's no particular speed, there's no rhythm, there's no pitch. It's just however it is. There's no wrong or right way. You don't, no speed. You don't worry about how you pronounce it. You just go so, hum. So, hum. However it comes out. It could wind up being hum so. It's all the same. And so we're going to be breathing that mantra. So, hum, so, hum. Don't forget silently. I'm just doing it out loud for the purpose of this video. Same thing. When the thoughts come, we come back to the so, hum. When the noises happen, we come back to the so, hum. If we get some sort of a sensation in our body, we just come back to the so, hum. And we just breathe it. So, hum, so, hum, so, hum. Without even thinking about it. It becomes a natural part of your life. Just like brushing your teeth. At first you actually have to make an effort maybe, but after a certain number of days, and I wish I could tell you how many, but not too many, it just becomes a behavior. Just like brushing your teeth. You just get up and meditate. It's part of your day. And then so, hum, so, hum. Timing, 20 to 30 minutes twice a day is best. But if 5 minutes is all you can do right now, do 5 minutes. And increase it a minute or two each week. Twice a day is much more beneficial. Always better to do it before you eat dinner, but if you just get it done, that's what's important. So we're going to do it first thing in the morning, because if you don't do it first thing in the morning, you won't ever get it done. So first thing in the morning and before dinner or after dinner, not too close to bedtime, because the goal is not to fall asleep while you're meditating. So remember this. When you meditate, 3 things can happen. 1 is you fall asleep. What does that mean? It means you're tired. So you should take a look at that and try to get more sleep. 2 is you think thoughts. Everybody thinks thoughts. No, nobody doesn't think thoughts. And the 3rd one is the mantra and the thoughts will cancel each other out. But we won't have any real way of knowing it, because if you think that it's happening, then you're having a thought. So we never want to judge a meditation or put expectations on the meditation. We're just going to go so, we're just going to do so, hum, and think thoughts and hear noises and come back and forth, and then get up and go about our day. Now the benefits from meditation are not what happens while I'm sitting in this chair. It's going to be what happens in my daily life. So, this practice of meditation, which is fairly simple, and it's free, the hardest part is just to do it. And if you do it, you will change your life by changing your thoughts. And you will have a much better life than you already have, no matter how good you think it is already.